Hey guys, what's up? I'm Vishal and you are listening to Wish Talks. Um, just for you guys, this channel is in English. These videos are in English, but if you want, I can also make videos in Hindi as well. I'll be making one video in Hindi just to see how it reacts. Otherwise, we'll be sticking to English. So, as you may know, I scored an 8.5 overall in the IELTS paper-based exam that I took on 24th June. In terms of listening, which this video is about, we'll be talking how I scored 9 bands in listening, paper-based. Now, many people face challenges in terms of listening, but we'll cover that soon. So, let's get on with it. So, the first thing that you may face in terms of your listening preparation, what I faced my initial days in listening examination preparation is now before we get there, I'm guessing that you'd be facing a dearth of time. Maybe you'll be preparing for exams in a month, 2 months, or probably 3 months, right? So just so you know, you can prepare in a month. Take my recommendation, stick to 3 months, okay? 2 to 3 months is good enough. I prepared for my IELTS exam within 2 months, okay? So you can do that too in 2 months. So for the first month, when you'll be focusing solely on the listening module, what will you be facing? First, accent problems. A lot of times the Australian accent, or say the New Zealand accent, is the most difficult aspect in a test taker's life. They may not understand them fully and may not be able to comprehend each and every word from the speaker's dialogue, monologue, or discussion. But the IELTS examination sticks to 3 particular accents mostly. That's the British accent, Canadian accent, and the Australian accent. They each have their very own unique style of pronunciating different kinds of words. You'll have to get used to that. Let's give an example. Say in the British, zero is called as not, and you hear that frequently in the IELTS exam. When somebody is giving you the numbers, they will say not, that's a zero. So how do I overcome the accent problems? One great way which I faced this problem and how I solved this problem was by listening to podcasts of the particular accent that you are facing difficulty in. So say for example you're facing difficulty in the Australian accent, listen to more podcasts of Australian speakers so you may understand how they pronounce particular words, right? The second point that I want to make is the speed of the audio. You may not really know whether the exam will be going fast or slow, so you have to prepare accordingly. Try to prepare a mix of fast-based listening exams and slower-based listening exams. How can you do it? Well, there are many good channels on YouTube that will give you some fast listening exams. You can look into that, or you could go for slower exams like Cambridge, which can give you a lot better understanding. Now, how should you prepare, right? Because the pace of the audio can be difficult, since in the examination you may only hear the audio once. If you miss any kind of a answer, you missed the moment. So to prepare better for the examination, what you should do is when you're practicing, say on YouTube, giving an exam, giving a test, listening mock test on YouTube, try to slow down the audio. Okay, so the audio playback speed is playing on default. Try to slow it down. Probably 0.5 or 0.75 is a great way to start. That will slow down the audio enough so that you can hear each and every word being pronounced. Once you have once you start to understand and score about 35 in the slower listening speed, try to boost it up to normal speed and then to 1.25, then to 1.5. Personally, I was speeding up the audio in section 1 and 2 to 1.5 and section 3 and 4 to 1.75. So boosting the speed of the listening test will train your mind in a way to pick up the words quickly, and that will definitely help you out in your examination. Third, distractors. This is a huge problem in terms of your listening preparation. Many times the sections will have multiple distractors, such as in the MCQ. The MCQ will go on to talk about all the options and not particularly one, which will make you distracted. So the great way to identify distractors from the real answers is to look at the articles. Okay, now this may be surprising, but articles can definitely help you out. Okay, in terms of multiple conversations like a dialogue or a group conversation, multiple speakers may talk about various topics, but you have to read the question, understand the question prompt, and then based on that you have to identify an answer. We will be doing a listening test live. I will be doing it and I will show you how to identify the distractors and to find your answers. So I will be doing that live in front of you so that you may understand perfectly well. So stick around for that video, it'll be up shortly. Next tip I want to give you in terms of listening test is to know your test. Now this is the aspect which is often overlooked by test takers. They solve the question in a plain paper, which is a big mistake. It's a big no-no. Don't do it. You have the actual examination format answer sheet. Get 50 printouts of it, get 100 printouts of that, and solve the test in that particular paper. It's important that you are accustomed to the examination answer sheet, or else you may suffer in the examination day. So know your test. Let's talk about different sections of the test and how you can improve on that and how I improved on that. So let's talk about section 1.